Hello, everyone. My poem for today is one that I've been thinking about a lot this week because I'm taking an online poetry class through Harvard Extension, and our midterm was due this week, which was we had to choose a poem, kind of figure out what we wanted to write about and outline it, annotate it in preparation for an essay at the end of the semester. So I chose the poem The Emigrant Irish by Eavan Boland. And I first learned about Eavan Boland when I studied abroad in Cork, Ireland in college. And I took a contemporary Irish poetry class. And while I don't remember a ton from that class, I do remember really liking Eavan Boland's work. I think we read a lot of women, which is awesome, because I was looking up a little bit more about Eavan Boland, who's a living poet, and I found this quote that I really liked from her on the Poetry Foundation website. And this is particularly about her early years as a poet. She says, "I began to write in an Ireland where the word woman and the word poet seemed to be in some sort of magnetic opposition to each other. I wanted to put the life I lived into the poem I wrote, and the life I lived was a woman's life, and I couldn't accept the possibility that the life of the woman would not or could not be named in the poetry of my own nation." So although the poem I'm reading today isn't particularly about the life of women in Ireland, I think she's just really cool for writing about some of those things and focusing on what it means to be a woman and what it means to be an Irish person. And so this poem, The Emigrant Irish, I think is about how Boland, or the speaker, is asking the people of Ireland to gain strength from the emigrant Irish, the people who left to live in America for the most part. And in terms of why I think it's relevant now, I think this is a poem about where we find strength, where we can get it from. And this is another poem that's structured like a sonnet. Again, it's not super traditional. There's some different spacing than a typical sonnet. There isn't a strict rhyme scheme or even iambic pentameter. If you want to see, part of the assignment was to annotate, so I have this crazy document. But as you can see, it doesn't look quite like a typical sonnet, but it's still 14 lines. So here it is, The Emigrant Irish by Eavan Boland. Like oil lamps, we put them out the back of our houses, of our minds. We had lights better than, newer than, and then a time came. This time and now we need them. Their dread makeshift example. They would have thrived on our necessities. What they survived, we could not even live. By their lights now, it is time to imagine how they stood there, what they stood with, that their possessions may become our power. Cardboard, iron, their hardships parceled in them, patience, fortitude, long suffering in the bruise-colored dusk of the new worlds, and all the old songs, and nothing to lose. I really love that final line, and all the old songs and nothing to lose. I see that as Boland, or the speaker, saying that's the way we should live. We can kind of build on the history and live knowing that there are risks, but taking them anyway. And so this poem's gonna give me a little bit of peace in this time, and I hope it does the same for you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day.